most of y'all know me and know that I hate to speak in public, so I don't know why I take on these roles. But yet here I stand again. So I just wanted to greet you all and thank you all for everything that you do for us, and the support that Parents Parent Autism has received from the school board and Dr. Estes. And it's 7 years now, I think, Brian? 8?
I counted it today.
I've been involved for like 2.5. So, hi everybody. So I am the president of Parent to Parent Autism Committee. This is my 2nd year. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. It's something I feel very passionate and very strongly about, having a child with autism myself. I also work with adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and I'm currently about done, I'm gonna brag for a minute, with my master's degree in special education, so that I can better serve the population that I work with every day. So that's why I do what I do. With me tonight, I have our Vice President, Rebecca Hauser, who is also a mom of a child with autism, and our Treasurer, Bridget Gear, who is also a mom of a kiddo with autism. So tonight, we're gonna kind of give you a recap of what our year's been like so far and what we have upcoming, and then we're gonna present our annual Champion for Autism Award. And I'm gonna apologize in advance. We've engaged in some subterfuge and some sneakiness to completely blindside tonight's recipient. He thinks he knows, but he doesn't. So at the beginning of the year, we started an art contest for children in the district to design this year's Autism Awareness t-shirt. We also decided that we wanted to do a calendar this year as a fundraiser, and so the winner of our contest gets to be on the cover of our calendar, and then the next 12 in votes are gonna make up the months. So y'all be looking for our calendars. They're gonna be super cute. Some of you will have noticed when our t-shirt order forms went out that the t-shirt design was a little different. That's because it was designed by a child in this district who's on the spectrum. So it is not your standard Autism Awareness t-shirt, but for us it hit a little closer to home because it was designed by one of our own. So we hope you guys are gonna support us in our t-shirt sales, because that's how we get money, because we don't do a whole lot through the year. April 2nd, we are doing our Autism Awareness event at the Old Settlers Reunion Grounds and Pavilion. We're having an art show at the parent meetings that we've had throughout the year, and we have one more coming up on March 25th at the high school. We've had the children painting on canvases while the parents have been involved in the activities for the parents. We're gonna be auctioning off those canvases to raise money for our organization. So you guys come out and check that out. We've got some pretty cool pieces of artwork too. We have some local artists that are donating a few things, and we hope we're gonna have a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to that. We had planned on recognizing our one-act play tonight, because I don't know if you guys are aware that they actually did a really wonderful play about a young man with autism and his journey to discovering some huge changes that had gone on in his life of which he was unaware, and it was a really powerful and accurate portrayal of what families with autism deal with on a daily basis. And we were gonna honor Mr. Hunt and his cast for his efforts, but he's not here. I did have a local mom create a work of art for him that is specifically for him. If you want to grab my bag, I can show it. But he's not here to accept it, and his cast didn't make it, so I'll run that over to the high school for him. But it just says, to Mr. Luke Hunt, from Parent to Parent, in recognition of your efforts to bring autism acceptance and awareness to the El Reno community. And Ashley Wand, one of our moms, made this for me. I think it's really cool. So it's made with lots of love by a mom who, while she doesn't have a child with autism, she also works with adults with disabilities, and so it's near and dear to her heart too, and she supports us in her own way. So thank you, Ashley. Okay. Now comes the big thing. We're gonna present our Champion for Autism Award, and we have a couple of little special people who are gonna help present that award. Chloe, Michael. So what does it mean to be a champion? The definition of the word champion is one who fights or argues for a cause or on behalf of someone else. A champion is an advocate, a proponent, a standard or torchbearer, a defender, and a protector. It takes extraordinary determination and commitment, massive and consistent action, sacrifice and discipline, and passion to be a champion. I believe that passion for your cause is the key component to be a successful champion with a capital C. being willing to put yourself out there, potentially against persons in a higher role than your own, such as your supervisor, your CEO, etc., to stand up for what you believe in and to advocate fiercely for those who cannot advocate for themselves takes a great deal of courage and fortitude. Those qualities are ones we search for in our quest to find the next champion for autism. It's an awesome undertaking, and we do not take it lightly. Each year, we look closely at the wonderful folks working for our school district and find ourselves struggling to name a single person as the champion for our cause. We always start with several names and debate back and forth and whittle the pool down to one person to be chosen to take up the mantle of champion for autism for the next year. This year, each one of us came up with the same name. That never happens. Not when you have a group of women, I'm just saying. There was no need for deliberation or winnowing down this year. That's not to say that there aren't many, many dedicated individuals in our district who are worthy of the title. I can think of 15 names right here off the top of my head, easily. It's simply that one in particular has made such an impressive impact on each of us personally that there was no question of who we were going to name as our champion this year. The individual we have chosen has all the qualities that define a champion in abundance. His dedication to the students of Alvarado ISD and the autism community is unsurpassed. His passion for building relationships with students and parents alike, and for advocating for the needs of our students with autism shines brightly in everything he does. He's thoughtful, compassionate, resourceful, and most of all, driven to make a difference in the lives of families with a loved one who has autism. I have had the great privilege of seeing the results of this incredible man's passion and dedication firsthand in his work with my daughter Chloe and with Bridget's son Michael. 4 years ago, my daughter Chloe would barely initiate conversation with someone with whom she was not familiar, and she wouldn't look people in the eye. She had virtually no social skills, even though she had a sweet and agreeable personality. She would hide behind me if anyone tried to speak to her. Over the last 4 years, she has grown in ways I would never have thought possible. She will initiate conversation more frequently with unfamiliar people than she would before. I never even thought she would ever be able to do that. She's still really not comfortable with eye contact, but she tries. She makes the effort. She's learned how to be a leader and how to stand up for her friends. I truly believe in my heart of hearts that she has had such marvelous success because of the intervention of this wonderful man, who we are naming as this year's champion for autism. Likewise, Mrs. Hauser has praised this gentleman for his efforts on behalf of her sweet daughter. She praises his helpful insights on how to best intervene for her child, and stated how he has gone to bat for her family when it felt like no one else would. I can only speak to the specifics involving my child, but I know that each of us up here tonight have been impacted by this man's actions in more ways than we could ever enumerate here. I honestly could go on, but I won't, lest everyone here fall asleep while I ramble on singing this man's praises. Without this man, our committee would not even exist. Without this man, our lives would be really different. This man is a true gift from God, and we are blessed to be able to call him ours. This district is blessed to have him. It is my very great honor and privilege to present this year's Champion for Autism Award to our mentor, our advocate, our hero, our friend, our very own Michael Hinesley. Gotcha.
Wow.
For real, you guys have a gem in this man. If you don't know it, you guys have a gem.
Quite an honor. I stood here on a Tuesday night with very angry parents. Never thought my name would be on this list. Never. My goal was to be the champion. My goal was to see autism awareness take flight. never would I have dreamed that it would culminate in this. And my heart is full. And you got my family here. They're supposed to be on the road to Odessa right now. Thank you. Thank you.
We did block me this year for about 2 months. And your son didn't know because I figured he would like it.